Okay, so the absolute best way to get that high-waisted, side-adjuster, double-pleated, extended waistband Sartorial trouser look is to buy a pair of Sartorial trousers. But yeah, I get it, they are not exactly cheap. So in the spirit of saving your hard-earned cash, here are 4 mostly easy ways to make your jeans, pants, and shorts a bit more elegant. Now, elegance is simply about having your pants to be as streamlined as possible. Doesn't mean it should be skinny or slim. Rather, it's about having a clean, undisrupted silhouette, and you can do this by 1. Changing up the waistband, and 2. Manipulating the leg line. Okay, let's start with the waistband. First thing you can do, assuming your pants already fit, is to remove the belt loops. If your belt loops are untucked, like what you see on most jeans, then you just need to use a seam ripper to unpick the stitches. Chances are there will be some stitch marks, but not to worry, they'll be gone after a few washes. On the other hand, on most chinos and dress pants, the belt loops are tucked under the waistband. In that case, you probably don't want to attempt removing them if you have no prior sewing experience, so just ask your local seamstress to do it. It's usually not expensive. Got mine done for only $5. Okay, next thing you can do is to add side adjusters. Ideally, you'd want to use a matching fabric, and if you're short like me and often shorten your ready-to-wear pants significantly, then this shouldn't be an issue because all you need to do is to tell your seamstress to save the excess fabric. Also, you need the buckles. You can find them for cheap in your local haberdashery. Got mine for only $1 for 4 pieces. Now, don't worry if you've never sewn a side adjuster before. I found this step-by-step tutorial on YouTube, so just follow those instructions, link in description. The tutorial requires you to use both a sewing machine and hand sewing, but don't let that stop you if you don't have a sewing machine because you can definitely do it all by hand. It'll just take more time. Otherwise, if you are too lazy, your local tailor can do this too. And if you don't have the matching fabric, your tailor can try to source for one, but there's no guarantee that it'll be an exact match. So, something to keep in mind. Anyway, here's how mine turned out. Not my best work, and I think the adjusters are placed too much to the front, but thankfully the washed denim doesn't make it too obvious. Still wearable, I suppose. Now, onto the leg line. On flat front pants, you can iron a center crease from around the hip level to the hem, and what this does is it visually slims down the pants from the front view. Also helps to leave your pockets empty, and I think this crease looks especially nice on fuller cut vintage military cargo pants. On the other hand, I think the crease doesn't look as flattering on pants that are too slim. But if you're lucky, there might be excess fabric on the outseam and inseam to let out. It's definitely not a cheap alteration, especially if there are felt seams, so best to do this only if it's a sentimental piece. Not paid to say this, but if you're based in Singapore, I recommend Jeans Fix for more complicated alterations like this. Only saying this because I've previously used them twice and can vouch for their excellent workmanship. For reference, it cost me $98 to let these jeans out by an inch. Yeah, $98 is expensive, but still cheaper than getting a new pair that's similar in quality. Anyway, here are the results. It's now roomier and has a more elegant leg line which lends itself better to a center crease. Only thing is that the unfaded denim will show on the sides. I don't mind that since it's a reflection of how my tastes have evolved over the years, which in my opinion adds to the character of the denim. So hopefully by doing all this, you won't need to buy new pants. But if you do, here's where to get cheap, high-waisted pants. Until next time, stay Sato.